Hello, boys and girls. What's up, Wing Chun? I'm glad you're here. Hey, Losh. How are you doing? What's up, Casey? You're not staying? Ah, you catch up when you're back in Chicago. Okay, cool. What's up, Malik? How's it going? Hey, Sal. Glad you could join. What's up, Nikki? Hey, Sunnyside. How's it going? All right. It is today. Today is a Sunday. Yep, I'm busy tomorrow, so we'll do it. We're doing it today. What's up, Rude Noise? How you doing? Dun. All right. Okay. I still have PTSD from last week. Okay. That Cemental game went on way too long. You like the plants in the background? What are they? This down here is the bottom wait, is it your left? Bottom left? Bottom left. Yeah, it's some kind of fern, you know? And this is another type of plant. Yeah, and this is some other type of plant on my top right. Sal, 47 minutes. 47 minutes. Okay. Let's make that the record and let's not break it ever again. What's up, Cow Juice? Hey, glad you could join. Oh no, camera died. Oh, camera's back. Oh. Okay. All right, let's do Wordle and then let's do Samantha, okay? And it's gonna be short tonight. We're gonna breeze through it. Wait. All right. All right. Let's see how long this takes. What? Wait. Okay. I know Euler from math class, but I don't think it's Euler. X U Bun None Dunes. Dunes. Dune? No E. One U L E. Mules. No. Beals. Gills. Fuels. Fuel. Fuels. I don't think that's it, but let's just do it. Okay. Can't be EU, right? It must be UXLE. Bugle. Yes. All right. If I don't beat it in under 30 minutes, I owe you guys a song. No, not doing that. Oh hey, Samantha has a fresh new look. They've upgraded their interface. Okay, it's a little different. You know what the difference is? There are two ads on either side. Very annoying. And an ad down here too. Ah. All right, ready? Ad. Advertising. Oh wait, you can sort it by other thing. Oh, hold on. Jump. Fly. Ding. So wait, sort. Ah, you can sort it. Wait, oh my god, there's so many. Why would you want to sort it in alphabetical order? Okay. Why would anyone sort it in any other way? I don't get it. Sell. Buy. Hit. Plane. Water. Dream. Oh, river. Sea. Ocean. Wet. Oh. Is it gonna be a fast game? Ocean. Breeze. How about mouth? H2O. Ignore that. Profit. Wet. Wetland. Whoa! How about marsh? How about bog? How about a grassland? Huh. A desert? Mountain. How about a field? How about a bay? Swamp we tried. Florida? Estuary. Oh my god. Stream? Inlet. Islet. A live stream. Pond. Lake. Wait, what other? Glacier. Niagara. Basin. Kobe Bryant. Creek. I like that. An estuary. Wetland. How about a port? We got river, we got stream, we got swamp. Oh, so close. What's up, Bigfoot? How's it going? Hey, Psyduck. Everglade. Word not found. Glade. Oh. How about a forest? Rainforest. Estuary. Everglades. Swamp. Okay, what other? Gully? Okay. Biome? Final week at your job. Oh, congrats. Scenery. Geography. We got valley. Okay, something with water, guys. Estuary, biome, creek, stream, waterfall. Jungle. Damn it. Wait, final week at your job. So you're getting a new job? Get a new one lined up. Canal. Stream, forest, marsh, rainforest, wetlands. How about wetlands? Oh, that's higher. Marsh is marshland a word? Marshlands. Quicksand. Trickle. Estuaries. Okay. I don't even know what an estuary is. What the hell is that? Wet. Yeah, Pacific. Like Pacific Ocean? An archipelago. Island. Dry. We tried bog. Hydrosphere? Okay. Hydrosphere. Is that the what, is that where all the water is? Inlet? Peninsula. No. Peninsula. An estuary is a small body of water fed by a large one. Gotcha. Lake? We tried lake, I think. Lake? Smaller than a lake is a pond. Is there something larger than a lake? I don't think so. That would be the ocean. Tributary. Branch. What other water biomes are there? How about beach? Okay. Nope. Cliff. Tributaries. Rainforests. Rain? Sunnyside. What's up? Estuary is fed by the sea, similar to a river. I see. Wait, how is that similar to a river? So a river is fed by glaciers in the mountain, snow in the mountain, and then estuary is fed by the sea. So it's the opposite of a river. Reservoir. Oh yeah. Ah, damn it. I thought that was gonna be it. A dam. Oof. Mangrove. Okay. Mangroves. A grove. Biome. How about climate? Lagoon. I like that. K. You heard the lakes at California are at capacity? Oh yeah. I think so. I think it's been for a while now. I think like a lot of the reservoirs are filled up. Yeah, and in many of them they had to release them in the water because it's getting filled up. Cape? Oh, I like that. Congratulations. Thanks. It was all me. Yeah. No more drought in California for now. Okay. Don't know what's gonna happen in the next few years. Cliffs. Wetlands. Lands. Aquatic. Oh, I like that. Fish. Shrimp. Wait a minute. Aquarium. Aquascape. I don't even know what that is. Is Linfamy a witch? Nope. But I am a bitch. Try bog. Big. We did try bog. Log. Aquifer. Oh. Ah, so good. Aquaculture. Is that a word? Oh my god. Marine life finds a way. Oh, I like it that it has better errors now. Look, error message. Input must be at least 2 characters. Aquafina, hydroponic. Water, vapor. Seems to be some kind of geographical thing. Jeff Goldblum. Aquarius, tide. Aquafina. Ah, you know Aquafina, Psyduck. Are you a fan? I knew her before she was big. Just saying. I knew her from her hit song My Vag. Wetlands. Ah. What else is there? Estuary, biome, wetlands, climate, dryland, meander, dryland. No. Ah. We got river, we got sea. What else is there? Biodome, flatland. It's something to do with water. Has to be. You don't get how she sounds like a 65-year-old woman. I think she smoked, right? I think she smoked a lot. I'm pretty sure. That's why her voice is all fucked up. Trench. Ah! Marine. I think we tried that. Wetlands. Aquatic. Oh no, is this gonna be another 47-minute one? Highland? Highlander? Highlands. Reef. I like that. Oh, reef. Coral. Okay. Goldfish. Nope. Lowlands. Inland. Outlands. No. Sun. Beach, water, tide, coconut. Isthmus. Okay. What is that again? Tropics. Tropical. Thunder. Sound. Wetlands. Estuary. Quagmire. No. It must be a simple word. It's always a simple word. Even that 47-minute one was a simple word. Wetlands. Grassland. Wet. Just wet. I think we tried that. Temperate. Woods. Tidal. Wave. Tides. Coast. Coastal. No. We got pier. Zoo. Wetlands. Flood. Damn it. Have we run out of geographical features? Boardwalk. Tsunami. No. Watershed. Whoa! Wait. Watershed is pretty high. Boat. Ship. Shipwreck. Outhouse. Runoff. Valve. Oh. Groundwater. Water closet. Not a word. Bathroom? That'd be really funny. Waterlands? Riverlands. Drain. Oh god. Wetlands. Reservoir, we tried. Shore. Shoreline. Oh, shoreline. Amphitheater. Nope. Watershed. Yep, watershed. Watermelon? Oh, damn it. Cove. Ah. Moat. These are really good guesses. $17. Ah. Not 47 yet. Waterworks. Damn it. Pipes. Guys. Wettest. I'm gonna take a 30-minute break. Hydro. Sprinkler. Lava. Volcano. No. Water park? Wetland. River. Sea. Hose. Moist. No. Oh god. What is it? Coast, shore, drown, lifeguard, life. Mammal. No. Hippo. Eel. No. Sushi. Floodplain? What is that? Oh my god. It's some geographical feature, right? Just name all of them that have to do with water. Pool. Otter. Oh, otter's pretty high. Wait a minute. Otter. Seal? Okay, otter is kind of high, but seal is very low. Why? Shark. Infested. Waters. Damn, did we try that? Oh, did not try that. Channel. Plains. Rain, we'll try that. Ocean, grassland, shore. What? Fjord. Oh, I like that. How's that not high? It must be a simple word. Alligator. Crocodile. No. Divine croc. Well. Aquifer we tried, right? Aqueduct? Aqueduct. Gulch. Damn it. Amphibian. Monsoon. Flamingo. What? Is it not a geographical feature? Alright. What's around waters? Energy. Moon. Waves. Loch. Ness. Frog. Wetlands. We have bog. We have what else? A bank, like the bank of the river. Okay. No. Straight. Straight is that? What is it? Delta. Damn it. Outlet. Mosquito. Fjord we tried. Wet. What's a simple word? Salt water. Salt. Source. Taffy? Reeds. No. What? Glacier continent? Waterway. I like that. No? Water shed moment. Precipitation. Waterways. Canal we tried. Crack. Don't know. Oh. Mangrove tried. Sloth? What is that? What can it be? Sailor. What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do? Mast. Nautical. Oh. Submarine. About food? Like a food chain? Wetlands. It must be some geographical feature. What do we miss? What do we miss? Trench. Fault. Island, peninsula. We try peninsula, right? Sunk. Sunken. Sink. No, sink. We did try tributary, I think. Tributary. Oh, did we not? I thought we did. Crab. Flow. Flowage. Sewage. Flush. Drain. Down. Toilet. Saline. Oh. Ah. Piss. Pee. Poop. There are no more words, guys. I don't think so. Fresh water. Oh. Oh my god. Getting close. Fresh water. Fish. Wetlands. Estuary. Bank. Pool. What else? Brackish. Oceanography. Taffy. Sail. Wet bar. Nope. Distilled. Wetlands. Wetland. Waterland. What is oxbow? What? Sand. Sandbar. That can't be. Motion. Riverbend. Nope. Bend. Coral, we tried. River, we tried. Waterfall, we tried. Shit. Clam? Oh, guys. Titanic. Titanic. Hurricane. Oyster. Iceberg. Roadway. Roadway. Bridge. Damn it. Fire. Nope. Clam. Shellfish. Crab. Billabong. The 11-foot 8-inch bridge. Net. Arroyo. Moisture. Fishing. Fishing. Line. Guys. Vegetation. Whoa! Wait. Vegetation. Tree. Animal. Vegetables. Vegetables. Seaweed. Plant. Waterlog. Pole. Nature. farm. Flora. Oh, flora. Fauna. Wait. Lush. Sea life. Wait. How's it 41 similarity and it's tepid? I think this new site has some kind of bug. Floral. Look, sea life 41. Tepid. Ecosystem. Oh, I like that. Oh! Psyduck. Good job. Okay. It wasn't 47 minutes. Algae. Oh, ecosystem. Oh, yeah. Wait, nearest words. Biosphere, habitat. Ah, we were being too specific. All right, good job, guys. 31 minutes is a song. Who said? No one said that. I never agreed to that. Don't bully me. All right. Unless you want to sing a song. All right. We got some. Oh, hold on. Something that looks really good today. Check it out. It's Eevee. It's a Pokemon snack. All right. Are we gonna eat Eevee? Bah! What the? I did not expect this. Did not expect this. Look. Oh, you can't see it. But there's an impression of... It looks like Pikachu. You see it? Kinda? Kinda? It's Pikachu. Anyways, just trust me, it is. Alright, it's... Feels like marshmallow. But I think there's a filling inside. There should be. Feels like it. Hold on. Mmm. Definitely marshmallow. With the chocolate center. Yum, 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 yum. Alright, very sugary. Oh, not bad. Not bad. We'll give it a... But that's it. It's just marshmallow and chocolate. We'll give it a 7.1, okay? Gotta catch them all. It has a deformed Pikachu, okay? It kind of looks like Pikachu. But you know. Enough sugar to make your teeth hurt? No. It's just... Nothing special. Use them to make more. High squish rating, absolutely. That's a 9 out of 10 on the squish scale, guys. All right, you ready? Wait, Bigfoot, you've never seen Pokemon? Better go and rectify that real quick. You wonder if you missed out? You probably didn't miss anything. It's not that great. It's just nostalgic to me. All right. You ready? Let's do it. What happened last week? So last week, our hero Guo Jing, he arrives at Yanjing, okay, which is the capital of the Jin dynasty. Okay, remember the Jin dynasty is north, and the Song dynasty is below that, to the south. So he went down to Yanjing, the capital of the Jin dynasty. He sees this older man and a young lady in the street. They're challenging people to a martial arts fight. Okay, the man is named Mu Yi. That's what he says his name is. He says that if a man under 30 beats his daughter in martial arts, he gets to marry her. So two challengers come forward. Okay, two guys that you would not expect. One is a fat old man, and the other one is a monk. But before they actually challenge her, they actually get into an argument and they fight each other. Okay, and then Mu Yi disqualifies them. Mu Yi and his daughter, they decide to end for the day. But just then, this young nobleman arrives and he wants to participate. Okay, he seems pretty confident. Okay, and he fights her and he actually wins against her. She doesn't seem to mind that much. Okay, she's kind of already into this guy, it seems. During the fight, he also steals her shoe and he kind of pockets it. But so afterwards, he wins the fight. But when Mu Yi, the old man, says that he'll arrange the marriage, the young man refuses. Okay, which humiliates Mu Yi and the daughter. Yeah, so he doesn't take the nobleman. He didn't seem to take this contest seriously. Just then, a Jin princess, arrives, and she turns out to be the young man's mother. Okay, and she scolds him for fighting. And as she's doing this, the old man Mu Yi, he kind of recognizes the princess's voice. It sounds a lot like his wife, who he lost a long time ago. Guo Jing sees all of this, and he jumps in. He tells the young nobleman he has to marry the girl because he promised. That was the point of the fight. Okay, you can't just fight and then not marry the girl. So the young asshole, he refuses, and they fight. Okay, in the fight, this young asshole gets the upper hand, but the battle is interrupted by this Taoist master named Wang Chuyi. Okay, and this Taoist guy is part of the Chenjin sect, the same sect as Chu Chuchi. The Taoist guy asks the young asshole's name, and he says that his name is Wenyan Kang. Okay, so we find out that that's Guo Jing's sworn brother. Okay, young Kang. Okay, and he's the guy that Guo Jing is supposed to compete against. And it turns out kind of a dick. Also, he's using the surname Wen Yan. Okay, that's the surname of Wen Yan Honglia, and he's using that instead of his real dad's surname Yang. Yeah. So Yang Kang, he invites the Taoist master to his home, and then he kind of just rides off. Okay, and remember, he still has the girl's shoe in his pocket, and that's where we left off. How's that? You forgot how chaotic the last chapter was? Yeah, pretty. Oh yeah. While that was happening, Huang Rong, the young guy that Guo Jing met some time ago. Yeah, Hong Rong is running around being chased by these other people. Okay. A lot was happening. A lot. All right. Ready? Chapter 8, Part 1. That Shu may wind up pregnant. Lol. Wait, the title is Everyone Showing Off Their Abilities. Okay. Sounds like a good chapter. Oh no, guys. Translation by Strunf. The same translator. Oh no. Oh no. What do you think, guys? Are we going to get a good translation or a bad translation today? Are we going to get an understandable translation or a non-understandable? Wang Chuyi went extremely quickly. Yeah, this is the Taoist master. In little time, they left the city. Some li further, they arrived at the foot of a hill. Eager to test the abilities of Guo Jing, the Taoist did not slow and ran more and more quickly. At the time, Guo Jing learned from Ma Yu to control his breath. He had climbed and descended a high mountain many times. Today, even after a heated battle, this race did not frighten him. Going against the wind as snow fell heavily, Wang Chuyi sprang up the small hill, its sides covered with slipping snow. At the end, the slope became increasingly steep, but the progress of Guo Jing made him wonder. He advanced without being blown, as though his pulse did not accelerate, as if the ground were flat. The Taoist, extremely surprised, released Guo Jing's arm. Your Kung Fu foundation is rather well established. How is it made that you are not able to beat him? Guo Jing had no answer and could only remain silent. Who is your Shifu? Wang continued. Guo Jing knew of the Taoist since, at the top of the cliff, he had received the order to play the part of Yin Ji-ping to mislead Mei Chaofeng. He remembered that Wang Chuyi was one of the martial brothers of Ma Yu. Therefore, he did not hesitate to tell the truth, telling quickly how he had been taught by the Jiangnan Odd Seven. Okay, their names are just constantly changing now. And also by Ma Yu. My senior brother gave you lessons, Wang exclaimed, delighted. He is formidable. Then I don't see why I should worry. Guo Jing's eyes widened, looking at him without understanding. This so-called young prince Wen Yan Kang, explained Wang, is the disciple of my brother-in-arms, Chu Chu Chi. Did you know? Ah, Guo Jing was astonished. I was unaware of it. Indeed, Ma Yu had taught to him some bases for the control of internal energy, as well as a Qinggong technique called Flight of the Golden Eagle, in order to enable him to climb the cliff. But he had never given him the least indication in battle technique or in weapon skills. This is why Guo Jing did not know any Qianzhen Gongfu at all. By hearing the remarks of Wang Chuyi, he remembered his battle that night with the young Taoist Yin Ji-ping, whose movements seemed to come from of the same style as those of this Wen Yan Kang. He believed that he had done wrong and bowed his head. I did not know, he said humbly, that this young prince was a disciple of Master Chu. I behaved out of order to him. Please do not hold it against him. Wang Chuyi burst out laughing. Ha 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 ha! Your righteousness and gentlemanly spirit suits me right to the heart. How could I reproach you? The rules in our sect are extremely strict. If a disciple is at fault, he will be punished accordingly, and justice will be done. This young boy was impudent and arrogant. I will ask Brother Chu to punish him severely. If he agrees to marry this young lady, Mu, pleaded Guo Jing, please agree to forgive him. Guo Jing is just too nice. Wang Chuyi shook his head without answering. He could see that Guo Jing had a good heart, and that he forgave readily, and looked upon him with still more sympathy. Brother Chu always hated evildoers, and especially the Jin, he thought. How did it come about that he agreed to take on a Jin prince for his disciple? The more so as the knowledge which it seems to have of our Gong Fu appears rather thorough. That means, obviously, that Brother Chu devoted to him much time and energy. However, in his Gong Fu, one senses the pernicious influences of unorthodox and perverse schools. I am totally mystified. Brother Chu told me that he was going to Yanjing, he said to Guo Jing. He should arrive in the next few days. We will ask him for explanations when we see him. I intended to say that he took a disciple of the name of Yang, who must go to contest himself against you in Jiaxing. I do not know how powerful this chap is, but don't be worried. I will be there, and I am sure you will come out on top. Guojing had obeyed the order given by his 6 masters to go on the 15th day of the 8th lunar month to the prefecture of Jiaxing, but they had not explained to him for what reason. Master Taoist, he asked then, why must I test myself against him? If your teachers did not think it well to explain it to you, answered Wang, it would be wrong for me to do it in their place. Man, no one is telling this guy anything. He had learned from Chu Chuchi the origin and outcome of this business, and he felt for the generous actions of the odd 6 an immense admiration. He had had the same thoughts as Ma Yu and hoped for the victory of the 6. However, as a junior, he could not require of Chu to step down. Today, encouraged by the personality of Guo Jing, he wondered how he could help him secretly without damaging the reputation of his martial brother. He thus decided to also go to Jiaxing and to think on the spot some way to support him. Let us return and visit Mu Yi, proposed the Taoist. His daughter seems to be rather stubborn. I fear this will cause him problems. Guojing started. Both went to the Prosperity Inn in the western part of the city. When they arrived at the door of the inn, 10 servants, richly clad in brocade, were there. They came to them while greeting. Our master humbly requests of the Master Taoist and Lord Guo whether they would agree to a banquet held at his modest residence. The red invitation card respectfully carried the inscription, Your disciple Wen Yan Kang invites. Well, Wang Chuyi said, shaking his head, we will come presently. These cakes and fruits, declared the chief of the servants, are a modest present from the young prince. If the Master Taoist and Lord Guo indicates to me where to place them, I will bring them over there. The servants presented 12 large boxes filled with various fresh fruits and fine cakes, very appetizing. Brother Huangrong likes finely made pastries, thought Guo Jing. I will keep some for him. Because of his aversion to Wen Yankang, Wang Chuyi intended to return the present, but seeing that Guo Jing seemed to appreciate them, he ordered to leave them at the counter. Young people are covetous, he said with a smile. It's normal. They went then in the room of Mu Yi. He was stretched out on the bed, his face pale, his daughter in tears, sitting by his bedside. By seeing Wang and Guo enter, they pushed a cry of surprise. The girl rose to her feet. The man tried to get up. Wang Chuyi examined the wounds of Mu Yi. On each hand, the 5 wounds dug by the fingers of Wen Yankang were open to the bone. Oh shit. As if they had been inflicted by a weapon. The hands were extremely swollen. They had been coated with alleviating balsam, but because of fear of infection, no bandage had been applied. Wang Chuyi could not understand the nature of the wound. Who taught Wan Yankang such a cruel and brutal technique? Looking at the seriousness of those wounds, it isn't superficial. It would take a long time for someone to reach this power. How could Brother Chu not realize this at all? Or, if he had some idea about it, why didn't he do anything to stop him? He turned to the girl. Young lady, you are... I am called Mu Nianxi, Nianci. Nianci means to remember the mother, she answered, casting a grateful glance towards Guo Jing before bowing her head. Balsam definition. It's some kind of plant. Some kind of plant that they put on, that they coated his wound with. Balsam. Like balsamic vinegar. Aromatic resinous substance that flows from a plant, either spontaneously or from an incision. Now it's a sap, which forms on certain kinds of trees and shrubs. I mean, very close. Very close. I say you just give that to me. I think that works. Balsamic vinaigrette goes great with caprese salad. Don't know what that is. Guo Jing saw that the pole of the banner was at the foot of the bed, but the banner itself, with the inscription "Tournament to Find a Husband," had been torn to shreds. Don't you wish to see a husband? He wondered in surprise. Your father's injury is quite serious, continued Wang. It should be looked after properly. Seeing the destitution in which they lived, he understood that the father and the girl had few means and would have probably found it very hard to find the money for medicine. He left 2 ingots of money from his pocket and placed them on the table. I will return to see you tomorrow, he promised. Without awaiting the thanks of Mu Yi and his daughter, he took Guo Jing by the arm and left. At the door of the inn, the 4 brocade-clothed servants advanced towards them and bowed. Our young master awaits your honorable visit. Please follow us. Wang Chuyi agreed. Master, Guo Jing said, wait 1 moment. He turned and ran to the counter of the inn, opened the boxes of delicacies offered by Wan Yan Kang, chose 4 cakes, carefully wrapped them in a handkerchief, and put them in a pocket. Then he followed Wang Chuyi to the residence. On the 2 sides of the large door, painted in bright red, flags were spread on high poles. 2 lions of jade, majestic and fierce, stood guard. A flight of white jade steps carried out to the large hall. The effect was impressive. Above the large door there was an inscription in gold letters, Residence of Prince Zhao. Guo Jing knew that Prince Zhao was the title of the 6th prince of the Jin Empire, Wenyan Honglie. So, he said to himself, full of fear, this young prince is the son of Wenyan Honglie? He knows me. It'll be terrible if I come upon him here. As he hesitated, there came the sound of drums and trumpets. The young prince, wearing gold crown and a red tunic, a gold belt tied around his waist, descended the steps to meet them. However, he had a black eye and a swollen face, marks of the keen combat of a few hours ago. Guo Jing was not in a better state. With a swollen eye, bruises on his lips, his face and cheek ravaged, both felt amused and could not prevent themselves from smiling. Seeing the luxurious garb of Wan Yankang, Wang's eyebrows came together and he followed him to the large room without saying a word. Wan Yankang requested him to sit down in the place of honor. It's a distinguished honor that Master Taoist and Brother Guo have agreed to come here. As he did not kowtow to him and did not seem to recognize his membership in the Chenjun sect, Wang felt anger rise within him. For how many years were you taught the martial arts by your shifu? He asked. I know nothing in martial arts, answered Wen Yankang while laughing. My shifu gave me lessons for several years, but what he taught me would make you laugh, because that it's no more than a three-legged cat's skills. The skills of the Chenjun sect are nothing exceptional, Wang said, containing his anger. But it is nonetheless better than a three-legged cat skill. Your Shifu, did you know he will arrive in a few days? My Shifu is here, retorted Wen Yankang, always smiling. Do you wish to see him, master? Where is he? Exclaimed Wang Chuyi. Without waiting for him to answer, Wen Yankang struck in his hand, like he clapped, and ordered, Serve the banquet! He then took his two guests towards the banquet hall. They crossed several corridors, several decorated pavilions. Guo Jing, who had never seen such a pompous residence, was overwhelmed, but he was especially worried about the coming confrontation with Wen Yan Honglie, because he did not know what he should do. Remember, his mission given to him by Genghis Khan was to kill Wen Yan Honglie. Oh, he says it here. The great Khan wants me to assassinate the prince, he thought. But it turns out his son is the disciple of Taoist elder Chu. Should I kill him or not? He did not manage to decide, so uneasiness plagued him. In the banquet hall, 6 or 7 people have already awaited them. One of them had 3 lumps on his face. It was Ho Tong Hai, the 3-headed dragon. Hands on his hips, he looked at them with anger. Guo Jing made a movement of retreat. Then he was reassured, thinking that the presence of the Taoist elder at his side would dissuade Ho from undertaking anything. However, not being able to suppress a certain feeling of apprehension, he averted his head, avoiding the glance of his adversary. Then, recalling the foolish behavior of Ho during the chase of Huang Rong, he laughed up his sleeve. Taoist elder, said Wen Yankang, a charming expression on his face. Here are several people who admire you and have wished for a long time to get acquainted. You have already met Chief Peng. He is the Honorable Liang Zhu Wang, and also called the Ginseng Immortal, who is from the Eternal White Peak. Liang Zhu Wang, an old man with a florid face and immaculate hair, greeted by joining his hands. What an honor to meet the prefect. The prefect Wang. Prefect? Perfect? The perfect Wang, the immortal with iron foot. I will now be able to claim that my voyage beyond the past has not been in vain. Here is supreme virtue Ling Ji, also known as Distinguished Big Hand. Distinguished Big Hand? From the esoteric school of Tibet. I myself came from the northeast, he from the southwest. It had required a voyage of tens of thousands of li. One could say that ours is a predestined encounter. A prefect? Well, a prefect is some kind of government official. But I don't think it's trying to say prefect. Maybe it is trying to say perfect. Maybe that's his name. The perfect Wang? The perfect Wang. So in some schools, a senior student authorized to enforce discipline. A chief officer, magistrate, or regional governor in certain countries. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't mean he's not trying to say prefect. He's trying to say perfect. Obviously, Liang Zi Wang was a very glib talker. Wang Chuyi greeted Supreme Virtue Lingji, the Lama, answered by joining his hands. Suddenly, a raucous voice was heard. Thus, it is because they feel supported by the sect of total perfection that the 7 freaks of Jiangnan dare to be conceited. Wang Chuyi turned his head and saw a completely bald man with gleaming skull and bulging red eyes. That man reminded him of someone. Are you possibly the venerable Shah, the Dragon King of the demonic group? Precisely, the man retorted with an angry voice. Thus, you still remember my name. We have never met, Wang thought. In what affair could I have offended him? I've heard of your great reputation for a long time, he answered in a conciliatory tone, and I much admire you. This dragon king of the demonic group was Sha Tong Tian, and he was much abler than his brother in arms, Ho Tong Hai. However, he possessed a quick temper, was constantly enraged when teaching, and that's why he had only been able to transmit a negligible part of his ability to his 4 disciples. That was the reason why the 4 demons of the Yellow River, as they fought against Guo Jing in Mongolia, were not able to win and had to lose face in front of Wenyan Honglia. Since then, Prince Zhao did not grant any more credit to the 4 men. When he heard about that, Sha Tongtian got in a terrible fury. He punished his unworthy disciples viciously. The 4 demons nearly turned into 4 ghosts. Then he ordered his brother-in-arms to capture Guo Jing, but Ho Tonghai only turned out to be a teasing object for Huang Rong and had to undergo an even larger humiliation. More and more annoyed, Sha Tongtian, without being concerned anymore about courtesy in front of others, sprang on to Guo Jing, his hands forming claws. Guo Jing retreated 2 steps. Wang Chuyi, with a protecting movement, put himself in front of Guo Jing. All right, good time for a break. I'll be right back. 5 minutes. And we're back. All right. How are you guys enjoying the chapter so far? All right, so we're at the residence of Wenyan Honglia. And Wenyan Kung is still doesn't seem like a good dude. Yeah, and what Wang Chuyi said was true. Like Chu Chu Chi really hates the Jin. And he's still why is he still teaching Wenyan Kang martial arts? So I want to see what Chu Chu Chi where he is and what is he doing? What does he think about all of this? All right. So the Sha Tongtian guy attacks Guo Jing, and then Wang Chuyi protects him. You really want to protect this little rascal? Sha exclaimed angrily, and he struck a palm in the direction of Wang. Wang, considering the brutality of the attack, was forced to defend himself. Their 2 palms clashed, and as they were both going to channel their internal energy, suddenly a man appeared, who with each of his hands pressed their respective wrists in a way that separated them. Wang and Sha felt a shock and withdrew their hands immediately. Both being eminent personalities of the Jianghu realm, both had anticipated very well the real ability of their adversaries and had already activated their own internal energy. That somebody was able to separate them easily with such a move was unbelievable to them. The man, dressed in white, carried a light fur coat and a broad belt. Aged about 35 or 36 years, he moved elegantly, had a distinguished appearance, and an undeniable martial air. He seemed to be a scion of a noble family. "Here he is," said Wan Yan Keng, laughing. "The junior chief of the White Camel Mountain from the Kunlun mountain range in the Western Territories. His name is Ouyang Ke. Honorable Ouyang had never been in the Central Plains before. It is thus for the first time you all meet him." The sudden appearance of this man surprised not only Wang Chuyi and Guo Jing, but Peng Lianhu and Liang Wang as well, who also didn't know him. After seeing a demonstration of his ability, everyone was secretly very admiring, but nobody had ever heard about the White Camel Mountain in the Western Territories. Brothers, I should have arrived in the capital since several days, said Ouyang Ke while greeting, but I had a small hitch on the way, which caused a certain delay. That is why I have just arrived. Please, excuse me. After learning that he was the junior chief of the White Camel Mountain, Guo Jing understood that he was related to those young women wearing white clothes who had tried to burgle his horse on the road. Ah. He felt his heart tightening. Have my 6 Shifus already clashed with him? He wondered. Have they been injured? Wang Chuyi noticed that all adversaries were of frightening ability. Particularly, he himself had experienced the pressure of Ouyang Ke's hand, who had an internal energy by no means inferior to his own, though it contained a strange viciousness. If dialogue turned out to be impossible, and it turned into a fight, he himself was not even sure of being able to beat Ouyang Ke. Then, should the enemy attack en masse, how could they defend themselves? And your Shifu, he asked Wen Yankang. Why don't you ask him to come? I will, the young man agreed, turning to his servants. Request Shifu to come and meet the visitors. Wang Chuyi was feeling more reassured. If Brother Chu is here, he mused, though the enemy are dominant in number, we will be able to at least remain unscathed. Some time later, one heard noises of boots. Through the large door, a big old officer of 40 years, dressed in brocade, entered. With a thick beard on his chin and a martial air, Wen Yankang advanced. Shifu, he said respectfully, this Taoist elder wishes to see you, and have already asked about you on several occasions. Wang felt upsurging anger. Ah, wicked one, he thought. You dare to make fun of me? The way this officer moves, he can't have a remarkable skill. He is certainly not the one who taught this rascal his strange techniques. Taoist, said the officer. What do you want from me? Normally I hate seeing monks or Taoists. The anger of Wang was so strong that he burst out laughing. Ha 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 ha. I would like, he said, to request alms from your excellency. Alms of 1,000 silver taels. The officer was named Tang Zude, captain of Prince Zhao's personal guard. When Wen Yankang was small, Tang Zude had given him some martial lessons. That's why everybody in the household called him Shifu. Upon hearing the outrageous request from Wang Chuyi, he was startled. Rubbish, he retorted. 1,000 taels in silver, Wan Yankang said, is nothing at all. Wait. 1,000 taels in silver, Wen Yankang said, is nothing at all. Let someone quickly prepare 1,000 taels and present it to the venerable Taoist. Tang Zude remained baffled. He examined Wang Chuyi from top to toe, with his mouth agape, then upwards, without managing to understand why one should show such benevolence. Please all take a seat, Wen Yankang invited. Taoist Elder Wang, it is the first time you've come to us. The place of honor is reserved for you. Wang Chuyi refused modestly, but ended up settling at the place of honor. 3 wine rounds were served. You all are eminent personalities of the Jianghu realm, Wang declared then. You all shall judge how we'll regulate the affair of Mr. Mu and his daughter. All glances were fixed on Wen Yankang, waiting to see his reaction. Wen Yankang poured wine and raised the wine cup, respectfully presenting the cup before Wang. He said, Senior, do me the honor and accept this cup first. As for the affair in question, it will be dealt with accordingly to Senior's instructions. Your junior dares not to disobey. Wang was amazed to see him accepting so easily. He took the cup and drank the wine in one go. Very well, he said. Let us take Mr. Mu here and let him speak. Thus someone must take him here, Wen Yankang said. Could I charge Brother Guo, then, with the task of bringing Mr. Mu here? Wang Chuyi nodded. Guo Jing immediately left the banquet to go to the Prosperity Inn, but the room of Mu Yi was empty. The father and the girl had left, carrying all their belongings with them. Questioned, the boy at the inn answered that someone had come to seek them and had paid the room and the meals, but he could not say who. Guo Jing hurriedly returned to the residence of Prince Zhao, where Wen Yankang greeted him with a great smile. Oh no, what did he do? Brother Guo, thank you for your effort. Where is Mr. Mu? Guo Jing told him that he had sought in vain. Ah, it is my fault, sighed Wen Yankang. Turning to one of his servants, he ordered, Take several men with you. Go quickly in all directions. You must absolutely find Mr. Mu. The servant obeyed and left. Thus, without the main person of interest, it was impossible to continue. Wang Chuyi could say nothing, but his head was full of suspicions. To go and seek Mr. Mu, he said to himself. It is enough to send 1 or 2 servants. This rascal insisted that Guo Jing should go. Obviously, he wanted Guo Jing himself to notice the departure of Mu and to give testimony on it. It doesn't matter that mysterious things happened, he sneered. In the end, the truth will always triumph. Taoist Elder, you have reason to believe that Mr. Mu did mysterious things? Wen Yankang answered laughingly. It is really odd. The officer, Tang Zudu, already furious to see how the Taoist had easily extorted 1,000 taels, found it intolerable to see him also showing insolence to the young prince. He vented his anger. Thus, Taoist, to which temple do you belong? What right do you have to swindle our master? Thus, officer, retorted Wang Chuyi, to which country do you belong? What right do you have to occupy an official position here? He had well seen that Tang Zudu was Chinese, but occupying an officer rank in the Jin army, but benefiting from it to oppress his compatriots. It was for this reason he made fun of him. The thing that Tang Zudu hated most was people mentioning that he was Chinese. He felt that he was highly skilled in martial arts, was loyal and willing to risk his life for the Jins, but yet they still would not allow him to lead an army. He had worked hard for 20 years, but was ultimately kept in the Zhao Prince residence for show. Wang Chuyi's comments had hit his sore point, and his face immediately changed before roaring out in anger. He stood up. opposite Liang Zuwang and Ouyang Ku and released a fist towards Wang Chuyi's face. The latter glances at the fist coming towards him. The latter glanced at the fist coming towards him and stretched out 2 fingers from his left palm to grab Tang Zudu's wrist, laughing. Even if you are not willing to answer, there is no need to resort to violence, right? Tang Zudu's fist was stopped in mid-air and finally was unable to move. He was surprised but angry and scolded. Brilliant witchcraft! You used witchcraft! He used all his might to release his fist, but was unable to, and scowled, feeling very embarrassed. Liang Zuwang, who was sitting beside him, laughed. General, fret not. Come, sit down for a cup of wine. And with that, stretched out his fingers towards Tang Zudu's left shoulder. Wang Chuyi was aware that although his 2 fingers could suppress Tang Zudu's fist, it was unable to prevent Lang Ziwang's one press. He released a finger and aimed for Tang Zudu's right shoulder. With this quick change of stunt, Liang Ziwang was unable to restrain himself, and 2 fingers pressed both sides of Tang Zudu's shoulders at the same time. It was really Tang Zudu's honor to have 2 highly skilled fighters ambush him at the same time, and both his hands uncontrollably plunged forward. With the sound of 2 clashes, his left hand punched into a plate of leftover fish, and his right hand entered a bowl of hot and sour soup. 2 of the dishes broke into small pieces. The fish bones and broken fragments of the dishes pierced into Tang Zudu's hands, mixing fresh blood with remains of the soup, causing him to yell out in pain. The crowd laughed out loud and quickly moved aside. Tang Zudu, by this time, was furious and very embarrassed, thus dashed out of the hall. The servants then suppressed their laughter and moved forward to clean up the mess. Sha Tongtian marveled. The Chenjun sect really lives up to its name. Brother here wants Taoist Wang to enlighten me on something. Wang Chuyi replied, It's nothing much. Please ask, Elder Sha. Sha Tongtian replied, The Yellow River clan and the Chenjun sect have all along been at peace. So why does Taoist Wang make things difficult for a brother here by going all the way to support the 7 freaks of Jiangnan? The Chenjun sect may have many disciples, but brother here is not afraid. Wang Chuyi replied, I think there is some misunderstanding. I have heard of the 7 freaks of Jiangnan, but I don't know any of them. I have a martial brother who made a little bet with them, but I had never planned on helping the 7 freaks of Jiangnan against the Yellow River clan. Sha Tongtian exclaimed, That's great. Then please hand over this rascal to me. Speaking, he reached forward to grab Guo Jing's throat. Wang Chuyi knew that Guo Jing was unable to avoid that grab and would get injured, thus stretched out his arm to push Guo Jing's shoulders gently. Guo Jing fell out of his chair uncontrollably, and a ka-cha sound was heard. With Sha Tongtian's 5 fingers changing directions towards the ground, the back of his chair was broken. This claw, smashing wood like bean curd, was indeed one of the least seen but powerful stunt in the Wulin world. That move looks like the one that Wen Yankang used. Sha Tongtian, who had failed in grabbing Guo Jing, furiously asked, So you are going to protect this rascal? Wang Chuyi replied, I brought this child in, so I will naturally bring him out safely. Why not, Brother Sha, let him off today, and find him another day? Ouyang Ku spoke up. This young chap offended Brother Sha. Let's talk this out, shall we? Sha Tongtian thought. This Taoist's priest skills are definitely not below mine. Me and Marshall brother alone may not be able to make that little rascal stay behind. This Ouyang has good skills, and I'm not sure of his background. If he gangs up with that idiot, then there will be trouble. He then spoke. I have 4 useless disciples who followed Prince Zhao to Mongolia for a big mission. They were about to succeed when this rascal, whose surname is Guo, appeared and spoiled everything, making Prince Zhao extremely furious. Gentlemen, please think. If we cannot even overcome a little rascal, how can we still accept the invitation to eat and drink in the place of Prince Zhao? Although Sha Tongtian was very bad-tempered and rash, he was not stupid. With this speech, Guojing immediately became the center of suspicion. With the exception of Wang Chu Yi, and Guo Jing, everyone else was invited by Prince Zhao. Wen Yankang was Prince Zhao's eldest son. After hearing what Sha Tongtian said, he was a little displeased, and everyone present decided to capture Guo Jing and present him to Prince Zhao. Wang Juyi was anxious deep down and tried to think of a plan to escape, but there were so many strong opponents that it was quite impossible to do so. Actually, he thought that since Wan Yankang is his martial brother's disciple, even though he was a jin, he wouldn't dare to attack his teacher's martial brother. However, he did not expect Wan Yankang to be so insolent and even planned to trap them with the help of skilled experts. If he knew this would happen, he would not have rashly come. Even if he knew, he shouldn't have brought Guo Jing along. If he wanted to leave himself, no one had any reason to stop him, but to escape with Guo Jing at the same time was very tough. Yeah, so this was a trap by Wen Yankang. Okay. He's turning out to be a worse and worse guy, guys. He thought, under this situation, it's best to stretch time. And thus he said, every single one of you are highly skilled and well known. I have the utmost respect for each of you. To be able to meet you all today is my honor. Pointing to Guo Jing, this child is unaware of the serious trouble he has caused you all and offended Elder Sha. If you all want him to stay, I am powerless to stop it. But even so, I cannot agree to it. Thus, I daringly request that each of you display your superior skills to Guo Jing, so as to let him know that it is not that I don't want to fight, but it is that I am not unable to help him. Ho Tonghai had been suppressing his boredom all the while, and immediately jumped out from his chair, pulling his sleeve. Let me taste your skills first. Wang Chuyi replied, my shallow skills are unworthy to exchange stunts with all present. I hope that Brother Ho's superior skills will impress and teach this little rascal a lesson, allowing him to know the existence of many skilled experts, so that he wouldn't dare to be arrogant in the future. Ho Tonghai had a feeling that there was sarcasm hidden in his speech, but was unaware that what it was, thus was unsure how to answer. Sha Tongtian thought, it's very tough to compete with Taoist from the Qianjin sect, so it's also good that I don't have to do so. Turning to Ho Tonghai, Martial brother, why not display the burying one in the snow skill for Elder Wang? The snow outside had not stopped. Ho Tonghai rushed to the center of the courtroom and swept both of his arms up, bringing the snow in until there was a huge pile of snow in front of him. He used his legs to arrange the pile neatly, retreated 3 steps, and turned upside down. with his legs on top and head below, and with a pa sound, he thrusted himself forward and landed in the middle of the snow pile. The snow was not up to his chest. Guojing rubbed his head in confusion when he saw this skill, as Ho Tonghai's head was in the snow pile, motionless. What? What kind of a martial arts is this? Sha Tongtian turned to Wen Yankang and the others and said, "Everyone, please kick all the remaining snow onto the snow pile, which my brother Ho's head is in." The audience all felt curious and laughingly kicked the snow, making the pile Ho Tonghai's head was in even deeper. Actually, Sha Tongtian and Ho Tonghai frequently practiced on the Yellow River, thus their water skills were excellent. Those who practiced water skills focused on controlling their breathing underwater, and Ho Tonghai was able to bury his head in the snow without breathing and still use Kung Fu to fly out after a long while, as he was used to it. Okay. Okay. So his trick is just to hold his breath for a really long time. The audience raised their cups of wine and praised this display of skill. After a long while, Ho Tonghai finally used both his palms to pull his head out of the snow and flipped back to his normal standing position. Guojing, being an inexperienced youth, was the first to applaud out loud. However, Ho Tonghai returned to his seat and drank a cup of wine before staring at Guojing fiercely. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's a good place to stop. What do you guys think of the chapter? Yeah, Wen Yankang turns out to be a bigger and bigger dick. Okay. So he only invited the Taoist guy and Guo Jing to come as a trick. He tricked them. He had a bunch of high-level martial artists there to capture them and prevent them from leaving. And Guo Jing is just clueless all along. And what did they do? They did something to the old man and his daughter, right? What was the name? Yeah, they did something to Mu Yi and his daughter. Yeah, because they're not at their hotel anymore. Yeah, and where is Chu Chu Chi? I'm kind of worried. What if something happened to him also? Yeah. Wen Yankang seems to have a lot of high-level martial artists around him. So what happened to Chu Chu Chi? Kind of weird. Kind of mysterious. Okay. So next week should be a good chapter then. All right, guys. Drink some wine. Cheers. All right, guys. Yeah, we'll see how this dinner goes next week. All right. So next week is not it's gonna be back to normal time. Okay. It's gonna be Monday. At the same time. All right. Well, I love you and thanks for coming. And I will see you next time. All right. Bye. do, 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 do.